It all starts with a nightmare, but not the kind with monsters. No, worse. The ultimate teenage horror. College entrance exams are just 25 days away. Our boy wakes up not in some cool, futuristic world, but back in high school hell, a place that makes detention look like a vacation. Yup, he just pulled a full reverse card on time and got sent back. Not to save the world, just to relive the trauma of puberty and pop quizzes. And just when you think things can't get worse, bam! Space lore drops. Turns out, this planet's called Blue Star, and it's been getting invaded since forever by these cosmic portals called secret realms. Basically black holes that spit out monsters like they're running a clearance sale. Naturally, humanity does what any normal civilization would: invent gene-splicing tech to turn people into beast-powered warriors. Is it ethical? Nope. Is it badass? Hell yeah. Only people with beast genes can protect the planet. And they also get bonus perks like respect, fame, and probably a gold Starbucks card. Society basically runs on power scaling now. Nobody cares if you're smart, hot, or can code in Excel. If you can't shoot lasers from your hands or sneeze fire, you're just background furniture. And that's when the system wakes up inside our boy Ihi, cramming his head full of memories like a dodgy Windows update. He wakes up sweating and confused, like, am I in a simulation or did I just install a cursed DLC? Before he can even say, what the hell, he's already getting verbally destroyed. Labeled trash, loser, and apparently his dreams are meme material. New life, same bullies. Yay. Enter the queen bee of the classroom. Looks like a TikTok model, acts like a Disney villain in yoga pants. She tells him to give up and go claim his future as a broke factory worker with no dental. As he's still processing the roast session, he finds out this body's original owner was basically the school's punching bag. His grades tanked after his parents died, and now he's inherited the whole misery package. But instead of curling up and crying into a bag of Cheetos, Ihi goes full redemption arc mode. Right on time too, because the teacher announces it's finally gene injection day. Not vaccines. Not vitamins. We're talking raw beast DNA pumped straight into your body. You either become the next Goku or Monster Chow. While everyone's hyped to become anime protagonists, some jerk tells E he's probably gonna get a level 1 poop beast. Yes, even the power system bullies him. And so, with mockery in the air and monster juice in the tubes, the fate-deciding ritual begins. The teacher explains the stronger your body, the stronger the gene you awaken. Students start screaming like they're getting baptized in lava, while he just stares like, did anyone read the side effects? Then he finally stabs himself with the serum like a wannabe fitness influencer trying out sketchy pre-workout. And nothing. No glow, no super saiyan hair, not even a single eyebrow twitch. Everyone laughs. Especially TikTok villain girl, who tells him he's destined to be a Walmart cashier. But just as he's about to fake a fainting spell to save face, boom, something awakens. Not just anything though. He unlocks a template so wild it looks like a love child of Godzilla and Evangelion. Eyes glowing like he hacked the Matrix, he gives the class a warning. Back off, or it's game over. Nobody takes him seriously, until a massive beast appears behind him with an aura strong enough to knock the Wi-Fi out of their souls. The entire class drops like they've just seen Jesus on DLC mode. Queen bullies out cold. Even the strong kids are shook. The school's magical girl and the top-tier pretty boy with a massive ego? Yeah, even they're sweating. Ihi discovers his template is ranked A tier, and it's called Mad Flame Demola. Abilities: fire, lava, destruction. Basically a volcano in sneakers. The class is in denial. The loser is now a walking apocalypse. Even the fashion bully, who unlocked a level 2 flaming scorpion, ends up drooling on the floor. Ihi, ever so humble, says sorry. But it's that passive-aggressive, oops, did I do that? Type of sorry. Then the school intercom blares. All awakened students must head for evaluation. Time to check what monster DNA they scored and what their combat level is. One kid awakens a level 3 mutant bug and suddenly upgrades from background NPC to support character. Another guy, Chu Zhou, the class nerd, not only has a martial level 9, which is top tier, but also unlocks a freaking ice demon dragon. Sounds like something that'd require 5 DLCs and a Netflix spin-off. Then there's Miss Lu, the school genius. She's got this super rare ghost sparrow bloodline, level 4. Apparently, that thing's so OP it could solo a city if it spawned IRL. He slowly realizes, His beast template isn't just rare, it's off the system charts. Most of these guys have level 3s or 4s. He's running on A-rank chaos. So when they call him up for scanning, the crowd goes full fanboy mode. Sparkly eyes. Whispers like, "Bro, we better start kissing his boots now." He steps into the scanner. Tension's thick. Even the top guy in school stares like he just saw his future nemesis. The results. Unknown beast blood. Martial level. Stage 3. Basically, the system just went, "We have no idea what this dude is," but he passed. Barely. And just like Twitter haters, the crowd flips from fans to full-blown toxic in 3 seconds. They start trashing his martial level, saying even a middle schooler could beat him up, and label him a walking fraud. Cue the classic line everyone's been waiting to throw. "Eehee, you're still a loser." But eehee. Stone cold. Because he knows something they don't. The scanner didn't pick up his monster template because his system is built different. What actually activated was something beyond the norm. A secret mode called Infinite Template. Basically, a cheat code that lets him summon as many monsters as he wants, as long as he completes missions. And with a villain in the making smirk, he spells it out. "If I can summon infinite monsters, then I'll be the real king of beasts." He rolls in with that full shonen protagonist energy, marches up to his bald teacher and asks to train from home. The teacher looks at him like he just offered to sell him a crypto course. But he hits him with a full emotional anime monologue. Sparkly eyes, tragic backstory vibes, and a promise to train like Goku under 100x gravity. The teacher finally gives in with a, "Whatever dude, see you next year." Wasting no time, our guy heads straight to the Warrior Center like he's got cheat codes in his wallet. Turns out his parents had left him a decent chunk of money from their accident settlement, and the dude ain't dumb. Faced with train for years, or pay to win. Yeah, he chooses the premium DLC. While digging through his system, he realizes his compatibility with the Tim Aura template is at 3%. Normally, you start at 1%. He figures it's because of the beast serum he injected earlier. Boom, epiphany. The serum boosts compatibility. So naturally, he decides to spend all his money on magical juice, like a fitness bro investing in mystery supplements on TikTok. He declares he's buying his next power-up like he's buying Doritos at 7-Eleven. He walks into the Warrior Center with confidence and cash. But the second he steps in, he feels like a noob walking into the Avengers HQ. Everyone else has awakened powers, summoned beasts, and cool auras. He's over here still learning how to turn on his radar. But thanks to his Demora template, he activates his monster sensing radar and starts feeling everyone's energy like he's at a monster rave. Right as he's hyping himself up to release his inner kaiju, she shows up. The ultimate summer waifu, short shorts, anti-gravity cleavage, and the kind of energy that screams, hot but dangerous. She hits him with a flirty, "Stop staring so hard," like it wasn't intentional. Instead of being offended, she goes full sexy tutor mode and explains how beast medicine works. It's expensive, builds resistance if misused, and you need to know when to upgrade. And the cost? 400,000 per dose. He does the math and realizes he'd need to sell a kidney and a few ribs just to afford one. But bless her, because she pulls out the Holy Grail. Her rank, 4 warrior card. She hands it to him and says he'll get a discount if he uses her name. Huang He Li, true saint of broke protagonists everywhere. He walks away grinning like a simp with a coupon. She gives him a, "If fate allows, we'll meet again, little guy." Bro's already planning the wedding. He keeps burning through cash like a Twitch streamer with their first sponsor check. 1.45 million at the hospital. Then he hits up the weapon store like it's Black Friday. After getting juiced up with gene potions, his body starts transforming like Pikachu on creatine. His compatibility with Mad Flame Demora skyrockets. His muscles start popping like an anime glow up, and while others need years to level up, he's out here speedrunning life. Of course, with all pay-to-win systems, there's a cap. Eventually, potions lose effect. But he is already in full main character mode, and isn't stopping until he aces the combat exams. Then it appears. The Secret Realm, an open-world map ranked from E to S. Level S monsters? So broken even the Avengers wouldn't stand a chance. He, still a rookie, picks level E, easy XP, low risk, high farming. Before he enters, he signs a contract basically saying, "We're not liable if you die all." Classic, accept cookies, moment. And just like that, He jumps through the portal, ready to claim his throne as Beast King. He lands in the secret realm, grinning like an anime nerd opening a new figurine. The scenery? Gorgeous, like a Windows XP wallpaper got a cosmic upgrade. But he's not here to sightsee, he's here to grind. First enemy? A giant rabbit with fangs that looks like it escaped Doom Eternal. But he's already locked in, radar activated, moves crisp. He grabs the bunny like a carnival prize and one-shots it. Drops a magic core worth 1,000 yuan. Bro just made more money killing a bunny than a fast food worker does in 3 weeks. And that's when the real ambition kicks in. Bunnies are no longer worth his time. He wants something bigger. Cue the universe answering. A bus-sized monster crashes in. Meet the demon corpse bug. He's reaction? He pulls out his blade, grinning like a caffeinated psycho, and goes. Well, speak of the devil. The giant bug charges in full rage mode. But our boy ain't scared. He slices straight through its squishy weak spot, just like the Monsterpedia told him during class, which he totally wasn't paying attention to. A geyser of toxic green goo shoots out, like a piñata from Alien Hell. But the worm ain't done screaming. It goes full blender mode, spinning like a Beyblade with purple blades out. Not about to get outdone by a mutant tapeworm, activates a legendary move that sounds like something you'd unlock in Tekken, Hyper Beam. And yep, dude literally shoots a blue laser out of his hands like he swallowed a Gyarados. It's all under control. Until the bug unlocks phase 2, because of course it's a boss fight. Now it's firing detachable jaws as missiles. He barely dodges the first one, heart racing. And then, disaster. His new jacket gets shredded. Forget the near-death experience. The real trauma is losing that fresh fit. But fashion crisis aside, he admits it. He's not strong enough yet to beat this level of monster. Solution. Cheat. Without hesitation, and with all the attitude of a gamer installing mods mid-fight, he activates his demonic Emperor bloodline. What follows is pure flex. Glowing eyes, anime electricity, and a giant spectral dragon roaring behind him like it's his animated wallpaper. Stats. Jump from 15 to 21. Time to clap back. After absolutely obliterating the worm, he is left drenched in sweat and literally steaming like a pressure cooker. He looks like he just ran a marathon in a volcano. But hey, he won. His sword, though, melted. Gone. Toast. Over 200,000 yuan spent. And the weapon lasted about as long as a politician's promise. He stares at the remains like you'd look at your phone after dropping it in a toilet. And just when he thinks it's over, his stomach growls. No food, no snacks. But then, a weird scent catches his nose. It's the monster's magic core, still glowing, and oddly appetizing? Screw it. He eats it. Off the ground. No inspection. No cooking. Just raw monster energy, like a savage. Shockingly, he survives. Not only that, his demon blood compatibility goes up by 0.3%. Dude immediately starts doing the math. 4 more cores like this and he'll get more progress than a whole week of overpriced supplements. Basically, eating magical monsters is now his new fitness plan. He wipes away his financial tears after realizing he dropped all his savings on potions that worked worse than a diet scam ad. But he's not quitting. Now he's on a monster farming spree, grinding like it's double XP weekend. He activates his life field radar and goes full Dragon Ball mode, scanning for targets. Next day, he returns with the biggest I know lifed all night smile ever, and a sack full of glowing monster cores. His compatibility with low-tier white cores is maxed out, so he decides to sell the rest. No one expected he'd farm so hard the old lady at the counter looked at him like a dropout who just scored a perfect SAT. After giving the government their magical tax cut, he walks away with 200,000 credits, like a sponsored YouTuber after their first viral hit. And now, only 9 days left until college entrance exams. He's already scheming his next big move. Enter a new squad of beast hunters, prepping for a mission to find the legendary Blood Jade Flower. Problem: they need 6 people to enter the dungeon. They've got 5. Solution: hire a shady freelancer. Spoiler: it's he, rocking a hoodie and giving off definitely not the main character vibes. Turns out, our boy spent 100,000 credits on a fake ID just to sneak into a rank D secret realm. Because students aren't allowed in there. His fake name: Dadsla. Yes, it sounds stupid. And yes, everyone agrees. The team lets him in, reluctantly. They make it clear he's just there to fill space, not save the day. But he's chill. He prefers to be underestimated. It's part of the plan. With everything set, they jump into the portal like they're heading into a limited-time dungeon event. They emerge into a sci-fi desert wasteland, sky blood red, atmosphere straight out of a budget alien movie. Their tracker says the blood jade flower is up ahead, guarded by a level 2 beast with general tier blood. So, yeah, not a house pet. They roll in on a Mad Max-style truck, and he notices how fast these realms change. Last time it was jungle vibes. Now it's desert. These secret realms are moodier than TikTok filters. But the peace doesn't last. A swarm of demonic rats with rabies and anger issues shows up. The squad leader shouts for Hood to handle it. And Hood, basically Wolverine's cousin, jumps out with massive blades and starts slicing like a blender on turbo. He even throws exploding knives like he's auditioning for a Michael Bay movie. He just watches from the truck like, this guy doesn't talk much. But when he does, things blow up. With the sky going full apocalypse and the squad moving like it's an action movie trailer, he asks a very fair question. Why the hell are we walking if we have a truck? Captain Sirius hits him with the logic bomb. The Oasis monsters have super hearing, like a nosy ant with a megaphone. So engines? Absolute no-no. They start assigning roles like they're prepping a Call of Duty raid. One throws flashbangs, 2 set traps, another provides cover. And he's assigned to stand there and not be annoying. Even saying his fake name, Dad, Slaw, gives everyone secondhand embarrassment. But he doesn't care. He's in. That's what matters. The mission kicks off with a grenade that apparently smells like monster pheromones, because the boss immediately spawns. A level 2 earth dragon the size of a school bus. One stomp and it could erase your credit score. And just when you thought it couldn't get more cursed, boom, a new guy shows up, looking sketchier than a payday loan app on TikTok. Bald, wearing dark sunglasses indoors, rocking a smile that screams, definitely unhinged, and holding a knife that looks straight out of a top 10 anime villain starter pack. The Earth Dragon takes a massive combo from Captain Lin, leaving it drooling green slime like an old-school video game boss. Everyone celebrates like the fight's over, until the beast pulls a Cuphead-style move and reveals it had an extra life saved up. Just as Lin's striking a pose for the cover photo, the dragon hits him with a surprise claw the size of a fridge. And here comes the protagonist, who was supposed to just watch and learn, but ends up doing a full human meteor cosplay. He dives from the sky with a punch so strong it triggers special effects. The explosion is so over the top, even Michael Bay would have said, chill. The whole squad goes into shock. How the heck does this rookie have the strength to shake a high-rank beast? Amidst applause and confusion, everyone crowds him like he's a celebrity, and Lin, grateful he didn't end up as Dragon Chow, officially declares him part of the team. And the loot. They grab a big shiny fruit that, according to them, is the dragon's soul essence. Super valuable, used to upgrade templates. Though the protagonist just stares at it like it's an LED-covered apple. Just when everyone's letting their guard down and prepping to loot in peace, bam! Captain Lin gets stabbed in the back by his own teammate, who The team freezes, screaming in shock, while the traitor just dips like it's nothing. The real villain makes his entrance, dressed like a premium mob boss. Fuzzy coat, dark shades, and a smile that screams, you're about to lose everything. This bald, buff cartoon villain-looking guy is Hua Pang, a professional loot thief. Basically, he waits for others to do all the hard work, then swoops in to rob everything like it's just another Tuesday at the IRS. While Captain Lin lies there poisoned, he realizes the only way Huda could have sold them out was with a trap hidden in a dart. Yup, the dude put the treasure's location inside a weapon. Feeling all clever, Huda turns to the protagonist and drops the classic bad guy line. You should go back to school. What's waiting here is your early game over. But our protagonist just stares at him like he's that one kid who always thinks he's right in class. He even hits him with a sarcastic comeback for good measure. And when Huda tries to launch his I'm the tough guy act, the protagonist blocks it effortlessly, like he's done this 100 times before. Tired of the whole villain theater, the protag flips into I don't give a damn mode and charges up a blue aura that looks straight out of a how to humiliate enemies with style tutorial. Meanwhile, buff bald guy Hua Pang licks his lips and tells his goon to bring him the kid's head. And of course, Huda, always happy to be generic minion number 1. launches a flurry of knives with more special effects than an anime season finale. But the protagonist, unfazed. He releases an energy wave that deflects every single blade. But the fight's not over. Huda vanishes and pulls the classic aerial plot twist, reappearing mid-air, ready to use his mountain-cleaving slash. Sounds dramatic. If only the protagonist wasn't already waiting with a face like, "Bro, that move's in the tutorial." So instead of panicking, he uses the moment to test his new ability. Result: a direct energy beam that slices through Huda like warm butter. Lin's team is in shock. The rookie just took down Huda with one hit. And the protagonist, he just gives a chill thumbs up and a whistle, like he just moved a box, not disarmed a deadly criminal. Bald Guy's no longer cocky. Seeing that power, he's now scared, and demands to know the kid's family line. And the protag, without even fixing his hair, replies, "De Manhwa clan," then flexes an aura shaped like a dragon that basically screams, "Yeah, I'm OP." Buffbald has had enough of getting clowned by blue sparkles. So he activates his ancestral beast mode, Tyrant Terror Black Bear, complete with boss-level roar. His whole body lights up with purple villain power, and he charges using a martial technique called Summit Shaker, basically trying to cause an earthquake using muscle and hate. But our boy doesn't flinch. First move, go for the knees. Even with a banged-up leg, the beast throws a seismic punch. The protag dodges, but it's clear, his atomic breath barely tickled the guy's ankle. That's already saying a lot. Then the bear dude drops what looks like a purple energy bombardment, full Donkey Kong mode. The ground shakes, dust flies. But the protag, still standing. And of course, he can't let the scene end without a one-liner. "You done? Cool. My turn." Then he unleashes a mega move called Molten Core Mountain Crushing Fist. Yes, it's exactly as extra as it sounds. He doesn't hold back. Turns the bear guy into a punching bag. The poor humanoid grizzly can't even see where the hits are coming from. In the end, the outcome's clear. The big guy is sprawled on the ground like he just walked out of an interdimensional frat party, while the protagonist stands tall, steam rising from his clothes like he just came out of a microwave. The onlookers just stare with stunned NPC faces, all saying the same thing. He's strong, too strong. The bruised bear, coughing blood and being dramatic, accuses the protag of cheating and swears the universe, or whatever cosmic manager's on duty this week, will punish him. But the protagonist just gives him a really face, then mocks him, saying he's already collected enough curses to open a side business. And without time to process the beatdown, we cut to in City, where the entrance exam for martial arts high schools is officially kicking off. Planes with banners, confetti flying, hype crew with TikToker energy, and a packed stadium full of teenagers ready to throw hands for a spot at college. The format is straight-up elimination. One-on-one battles, 3 rounds if you want to advance, and a bracket that looks ripped straight from a tournament arc. According to the organizers, these exams will determine the future of humanity. So yeah, no pressure. Finally, the battles begin, and we're already seeing weird powers, neon colors, and poses straight out of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. While everyone's duking it out in their assigned arenas, Arena 6 is empty. Well, not empty. There's a girl named Huang Tongtong standing there with a face that says, "Where's my victim at?" The announcer, clearly taking his job like it's the finals of America's Got Talent, informs the crowd that her opponent, He, still hasn't shown up. And if he doesn't arrive soon, he's out by default. Tong Tong starts getting excited. She's been craving revenge ever since the genetics conference where she was made to look like a walking joke. With her fire lizard ready, she's all set to roast He in HD, but dude is nowhere to be seen. She's already tasting that free win, while the crowd uses the moment to unload all their bottled-up Twitter hate. He's a coward, he should be mopping floors, he's probably still shaking at home. But just as the ref's about to declare He unsubscribed from the tournament, something shifts in the air. The elder experts feel a pressure so heavy it makes their beards tremble. And then, boom, the sky rips open with a flash of blue light as our boy crashes down like a meteor set on dinosaur extinction mode. Tong Tong doesn't get it, but she gets enough to know it's bad. She turns around and all she sees is a foot glowing with blue energy flying toward her face like the final move in a boss fight. He didn't just show up. He dropped in with the fury of every meme ever made about him. No more bullying. Time for a reverse humiliation arc. After that dramatic entrance and the instant KO on Huang Tong Tong, Yi stands there calm as ever, like he just kicked a soda can, muttering how he almost had to repeat the year. Meanwhile, she's still on the floor, ego in a coma, as the announcer screams. He wins. The crowd goes full World Cup mode. They're yelling that this guy's totally cracked and that his entrance was so legendary it deserved a full cinematic. While everyone's cheering, the system reveals his stats. Fitness level 226 and 20% compatibility. All thanks to a little thing called the Blood Jade Fruit, a gift from Captain Lin. He explains it with the smuggest villain smile he's worn so far. Then we see the bracket, and there's no debate. He cruises through the next match, and the next. In both, Long Tao members drop like tutorial NPCs, following the same choreography. They walk up confident and get booted out with a kick they never saw coming. Literally, one kick, one elimination. The fans nickname him One Kick Superman, like if Saitama had a younger Chinese cousin. The announcer confirms. He has won 3 matches and moves to the 3rd round. And while universities are fighting over him like he's a 5-star draft pick, he scratches his head with fake modesty and casually drops his verdict. Thanks, but he's already got a favorite, Huadu University. The moment he mentions Huadu, the recruiters all turn on him like he just said he believes in astrology. They hit him with sweet passive-aggressive lines like, "When you fail, come find me." He doesn't answer, but inside he's wondering if everyone sees him as a joke. Can't blame them though. Huadu isn't just any school. It's the school. Getting in is like trying to enter Hogwarts, except without the letter. And right on cue, 2 agents from the organization intercept him. They look at him like he just cheated on a final. 2 weeks ago, his martial level was 3. Now it's 9. That kind of leap. Suspicious as hell. He explains he trained in a dangerous zone, fought every day, and in the middle of all that, unlocked his genetic limit. You know, casual. I climbed a mountain and found enlightenment vibes. The agents glance at each other with, "We need to report this," faces, and rush off like an alarm just went off. Later, he's alone, checking his phone. He watches streams of parents supporting their kids, wishing them luck, crying, sending hugs from home. Then it hits him. No one's waiting for him. No cheers. No support. And though he says nothing, it's written all over his face. A mix of pride and emptiness. What he doesn't know is that his bald teacher has been cheering for him the whole time, yelling at the TV that he can do it. And with that, the next match begins. Facing him, Luo Xian, the classic rival with "my dad paid for private training" energy. Level 8. Rare magical bloodline. Basically the full package. But cool as ever. He offers him the first move, like, "Go ahead and lose faster." Luo loses it. Can't believe the audacity. He growls that he doesn't know who he's messing with. He, completely unfazed, drops the line of the day. "Even if I did, it wouldn't change a thing." Luo activates his magical beast bloodline and charges up a mega attack, lightning everywhere, bursting with overconfidence. But just before the hit connects, he calmly stops it, grabs his hand, and delivers the ultimate roast. "You're not even close to that bear-powered bald guy." Then he picks him up like a grocery bag and slams him into the ground, leaving him buried in a crater. He finishes the fight in style, like he just squashed a bug instead of an elite-level opponent. He looks around disappointed, like he showed up to an all-you-can-eat buffet and everything tastes like cardboard. And yeah, the star opponent, Luo Xian, is now just a stain on the ground foaming at the mouth. The crowd can't believe it. One guy shouts he looked strong, but now he's lying there like he got struck by lightning, which isn't far off. Online, the comments explode. People calling he a Zen master, saying he's in another league. One person even says they want to have his baby. Someone's definitely a little too excited. The fans keep calling him One Kick Man, though this time he didn't even kick, he just used his hand. Same effect though. Instant KO, crowd goes wild. Meanwhile, Luo Xian is being carted off on a stretcher like express delivery, and a blue-haired guy with serious, "I'm the real rival" energy watches intensely. Looks like he's planning to face he in the finals. Elsewhere, at Huadu University, the head of admissions goes full FBI mode. "I want everything on that kid in 30 minutes. When a top-tier school wants your full dossier immediately, you know you did something right. The Manhwa switches channels, and now we've got a new fight coming in hot. between two high-level waifus. On one side, orange-haired Kai Xiaoling, nicknamed the Queen, looking like a magical influencer. On the other, Lu Qingzhu, the untouchable flower, rocking the "I didn't come to make friends, I came to win" look. The fight starts, while the live stream chat fills with your usual digital creeps. It kicks off with orange hair going full WWE mode, launching herself at Qingzhu like she's trying to land an emotional suplex. But Qingzhu, without flinching, activates a secret family technique called Fleeting Radiance Sutra, which sounds like a perfume ad but actually sends the redhead flying like a puppet with cut strings. Despite being sent airborne, the other girl doesn't give up and yells, "Fight me for real!" Then activates her Gale Step technique, visual fireworks and glowing eyes like she's possessed by Sonic the Hedgehog and a furry tiger. Lu Qingzhu stays cool. She counters with air traps, grabs her rival's hand, and hits her with a technique that sounds like a secret boss's final move. Primordial Chaos Finger. The commentators lose their minds, claiming that move is so OP she could skip the exam and still get into college. And just when it looks like the fight's over, the redhead says, "Time to bring out the forbidden stuff." She activates her bloodline, Shadow Claw Tiger King. The power-up is so extra it turns her into an anime version of Tigress from Kung Fu Panda, but with more curves and less clothing. The crowd goes wild, and the beast mode Xiaoling demands her opponent show off her own bloodline. But Lu Qingzhu, with the cold judgmental face of a grandma evaluating your haircut, just says, "That won't be necessary." Xiaoling snaps into berserker mode after being underestimated, shouting that no one below her level can lay a finger on her. Just as she's about to go full anime claw mode, Qingzhu intercepts her with a celestial level combo, Spectral Sutra of Fleeting Radiance. But Xiaoling's not done. She throws a feline kick with a name straight out of Mortal Kombat, Fierce Tiger Paralyzing Kick. Lu tanks it without blinking and hits back with a move that sounds like a 5-star gacha pull, Jade Chaos Finger. Their powers collide and the arena explodes like someone dropped a Kamehameha on steroids. Everything's covered in dust thicker than the plot of Evangelion. The crowd holds its breath, wondering who survived the apocalypse. When the smoke clears, dun dun duin, Xiaoling is still standing, but only for a second. She wobbles, then drops like a freshly chopped tree. The true winner is Lu Qingzhu, still perfectly composed. She's standing like she just finished a yoga session. The craziest part? She didn't even use her Nether Phoenix bloodline. She was basically in energy-saving mode the whole time. After delivering a full-force reality check, Lu Qingzhu stands as the ultimate victor. The virtual audience is going wild. Comments like, "Queen Lu is legendary. What kind of final boss is she?" fill the air like it's an anime season finale. And yeah, bets are already flying that she'll be number one. But no time to celebrate. The top 8 tournament is up next. The pairing ceremony begins, and our protagonist he draws his ball. He's in Group A. And right away, a guy built like a war tank named Shen Guan is revealed to be in Group A2. Meanwhile, the first match kicks off. Luo Shi, a repeating student who went full tryhard to get into Huadu, faces off against Chu Zhou, He's self-declared rival. Spoiler: Chu wipes the floor with him in 2 moves and doesn't even break a sweat. Chu Zhou wins the first match. Meanwhile, the rival school's principal is losing his mind, screaming that it's over before it even started. As He and Shen Guan watch the match, He asks him how strong he is. The big guy starts bragging. He's the president of his school's martial arts club, and not even 2 teammates together could bring him down. But suddenly he gets serious and tells He that, in his eyes, he's the only real threat in this exam. And he's not just saying that to sound cool. He feels something. Ever since he was a kid, he's had a 6th sense for hidden monsters. And he smells like a volcano about to blow. After that martial zodiac psychic reading, Shen gives a thumbs up and says, "Let's go. It's our turn." And just like that, the second match of the tournament begins. Shen Guan versus He. The confident beast versus the sleeping volcano. The fight between He and Shen Guan goes full Dragon Ball right from frame 1. They charge at each other, and the energy blast is so intense it has the crowd shielding their faces like they're watching a solar eclipse. Shen Guan sees a nosebleed and laughs it off, thinking it's some weird special move. Like, who the heck uses a power that melts your own cells on purpose? Still, not to be outdone, Shen activates his Yellow Hulk mode, throwing up a shield that could probably block gamma radiation. Man turns into a walking nuclear bunker. Ihi stares at him with eyes brighter than LED headlights, realizing this guy's not just strong, he's a damn monster. Then Shin decides it's zoo time. He busts out a secret Shen family move called Beast Form Fist, a martial arts routine that's half Animal Planet, half CGI Marvel Showcase. First up, Deer Beak Strike. A punch so fast he's seeing stars before his brain can even say, "What the?" Shen smashes him into the floor like a bug. And yeah, this is the first time the one-kick Superman has been hit in the entire series. Blood has been drawn, folks. But before he can recover his dignity, Shen follows up with the bear slam. And this isn't just brute force. Each hit comes with a damage multiplier like it's a limited time event. Shen's pumping martial energy into every punch, and he suddenly realizes everyone else he fought was just filler side quests compared to this guy. He tries to go serious mode, but Shen won't even give him space to blink. Not only is he buffed up, he's also sealing he's energy channels, basically turning him into an NPC with no skills equipped. And as if things couldn't get more humiliating, Shen starts treating him like a wrestling dummy. Cue a barrage of beast-themed combos: Monkey Punch, Bear Rush, Tiger Leap, Eagle Dive. At this point, if Shen streamed this, he'd get banned for self-inflicted animal abuse. He tries to stand, but every time he blinks, a new animal attack is already mid-flight. Shin finishes with a combo so savage the medics are already warming up backstage. The announcers practically crowning Shen the winner when, plot twist, he freezes. He's crawling out of the crater, looking less like a man and more like a half-dragon, half-lightning storm creature from a Final Fantasy boss fight. The arena turns into a full-on blue thunderstorm. Even the air feels scared. Shen Guan, who was full of swagger seconds ago, starts sweating like his credit card just got declined in public. The audience doesn't know whether to cheer or evacuate. The judges go DEFCON 1, detecting so much radiation it's like he didn't unlock a bloodline. He turned into a nuclear reactor with legs. Some poor guy in the crowd shouts, "What kind of beast is that?" Answer: "We don't know, but it's absolutely broken." Now looking like the final boss of every game ever, casually drops. This form doesn't exist on Blue Planet. Translation: even the lore doesn't know what the hell he is. Meanwhile, the supervisors throw up martial energy barriers just to keep the radioactivity from spreading to the bleachers. Shen Guan's nose starts bleeding, and not because he's being a perv. That's just his body warning him. Fighting he is like trying to put out a fire with gasoline. So what does he do? He pulls his own Uno reverse card, activates the Golden Star Demon Ape, a transformation that turns him into a glowing beast with jacked muscles, burning eyes, and a face that screams, "I'm done being nice." The arena literally shakes. He throws his first move, Serpent Strike. He counters instantly with Descending Mountain Fist, a punch that feels like a meteor decided to commit violence. Shen Guan's arm doesn't just dislocate, it bends like someone tried to open it with a can opener. Dude can barely stand, and for the first time in the whole tournament, he's not just losing, he's getting clapped. He walks through the lightning like it's a red carpet, looks at him calmly like, "Don't take it personal. You were just in the way." Tells him he's strong, but not change the world strong. The judges are whispering like it's a court case. A third-tier royal bloodline versus a literal unknown monster. No one's ready for this matchup. Shen Guan starts backing away. His brain calls it a tactical retreat, but his face says, "I'm leaving before I get disassembled." He doesn't let him breathe. He drops from the sky like an angry thunderbolt screaming at him to focus. But with one arm dangling and pride in the trash, that's kinda hard. He's already gone turbo and has no plans of slowing down. He charges like a living missile, claws first. Shen goes back to his go-to move, glowing serpent combo, again. Like he hit the Y button too many times in a fighting game. But he's seen this move 100 times already. Catches Shen's arm like he's grabbing a wet towel. Except this towel weighs 260 pounds. The fight turns into a whirlwind of spins, explosions, and aerial acrobatics. Basically the anime season finale fight we've all been waiting for. Shin tries to crush him with a leg the size of a clock tower, but even that kaiju-level move doesn't land. When the dust settles, Yi's still standing, arms crossed, looking at him like he just threw a water balloon. Shin, drenched in sweat, doesn't know whether to run or apologize. He simply says, "My turn now." And with that, he unleashes a move so wild the whole arena flashes blue like the universe itself hit a reset button. Just when he's starting to warm up, Shen Guan drops to his knees like he just saw his dad walk in with the belt. He surrenders. Straight up bows and begs for mercy. He freezes. Man was mid-animation for his ultimate finisher. And boom, cancelled like a Netflix show with potential. He literally says he feels awkward. And honestly, fair. He had his main character moment lined up and ready. He sighs and lets it go, wearing a face that says, "You just ruined my highlight reel." Because rules are rules. If the other guy surrenders, no more punches allowed. Even if your adrenaline is still out here doing donuts in your veins. The crowd erupts. People want to tattoo he is a legend on their soul. Online, memes explode. Pre-fight the guy looked like a beast. Post-fight he's a crying puppy with a filter on. Fan pages go nuts. The fight clips spread faster than season finale spoilers. School influencers already crowned he the MVP of the national exam. Meanwhile, at the School of Regret and Bad Investments, the angry chubby principal starts screaming at the kid who surrendered. Says they poured a fortune into him, and if he doesn't pay it back, kiss college goodbye. But dude, he stands tall and drops a cold one. Were you gonna take that hit for me? No. Then shut it. Principal.exe has crashed. Man stands there frozen like Chrome with 50 tabs open. All he can say is, okay, fair point. Next scene, we get the final ranking of the exam. Top 4. Baby. 1. He, main character privileges. 2. Lu Qingzhu, model face, tank strength. 3. Chu Zhou, that one guy who looks like a future villain. 4. Some dude literally labeled random guy. 3 of these monsters are from the same class. Teacher Lu basically trained an elite squad like it's a sports anime. The school has no choice but to promote him instantly. Then it's time for the semi-final draw. Fate's clearly drunk or cheating. He picks ball number 1 like it was magnetized. And just when he starts feeling special, boom, Lu Qingzhu walks in all radiant like she's glowing from an ad and casually says she also got number 1. Just like that, the matchup is set. He versus Lu Qingzhu. 2 heavyweights. Same class. Ready to throw hands like it's Monday morning gym class. Social media goes nuclear. Some fans treat it like a World Cup final. Others pray to Goddess Lu. The rest scream that he has to win, even if destiny disagrees. The arena's buzzing. The referee announces the fighters. The bell hasn't even rung yet, and he unleashes his aura like a Zen nuclear detonation. The crowd goes silent. Even Lu Qingzhu's poker face slips. She's straight up shook. He goes full drama king, summoning a fog so thick even Google Maps couldn't save you. Visibility 0. Crowd panicking. Commentators spinning conspiracy theories. Did he awaken another bloodline? Is he a reincarnated ninja dragon? But Lu stays chill. She's not just strong. Her combat IQ is higher than the event committee's collective GPA. She knows, if this fight drags, he's cooked like county fair corn dogs. And he knows it too. So he goes full send from the start. Yells his big move, mountain grabbing fist. Except it's bait. Lu braces for a frontal hit, and gets tail whipped out of nowhere. She tries to counter textbook style, but it's too late. She just got bamboozled like a girl checking her anniversary DMs. Still, Lu powers through. She's not giving up without a fight. But he goes turbo mode, launching combo after combo like he's playing a fighting game with infinite energy. She barely keeps up. The pressure's so real the live stream chat's already writing poetry. Oh Goddess Lu, fallen in battle. He's cornering her with brute force. She finally breaks free with a burst of martial energy, gaining some space. But not for long. He drops his trap card, a mutant claw charged with pure energy. He slashes. Lu, not about to be sliced like cake, pulls an epic dodge just in time. But he's chasing her down with a smile straight from a dark summoning ritual. Shouts, "Don't run, partner Lu," like he's the villain in a prank video. She blasts back with a big energy attack, but Yi's already in her face, unleashing a flurry of punches that give her no time to breathe. It's pure pressure. Lu's holding on like she's doing a tutorial on how not to die in 10 seconds. She wonders how he's still going. Meanwhile, Yi's over here treating it like a morning jog. She's got 2 secret high-level techniques: the defensive floating shadow and the offensive jade soul finger. Problem is, she can't use either. He's not letting up for a second. She feels like one more hit and she's getting yeeted off stage like a rejected reality show contestant. No choice left. She pulls her most dangerous card, Beast Lineage Activation. A purple feather wrapped in cursed energy pierces her palm, and boom, everything explodes in demonic purple aura. It's revealed. Blood Awakening. Phantom Bird of the Underworld. And suddenly Lu Qingzhu isn't just a badass fighter. She's a winged final boss goddess floating in the air like she's Kaz playing a fallen angel from an endgame cinematic. First time she's ever used this form. And yeah, no one was ready for what just got unlocked. With glowing eyes and power leaking like a busted fire hydrant, Lu warns Yi to watch out. Because in this mode, her strength is so wild, even she can't control it. Yi just smirks and says, "Guess I'll finally go 100%. Bro was literally fighting on tutorial mode till now." She sneaks up and hits him with her clan's secret technique, the legendary primordial chaos jade finger. Yep. She basically tried to sneak in the mystic finger of doom from behind. But he doesn't panic. Nah, man activates his atomic blast fist, a combo of Giga Impact plus villain boss battle scream. The clash is so wild the audience gets hit with a collective wind blast. Everyone's hair flies back like they just stuck their head in an industrial fan. Lu gets launched like a scared pigeon, while Yi, fully transformed, stands dead center, lightning exploding from his very soul. His face is more beast than human now, which means just one thing. The true form of his magical beast is loading, like the final phase of a boss fight. Lu freezes. Yeah, she's got wings. But what's in front of her? That's basically steroid Godzilla with a thunder upgrade. His back starts glowing like a radioactive Christmas tree. Energy spikes charging like state-of-the-art nuclear batteries. But wait, it gets better. That power funnels straight to his mouth, like he's about to unleash a Kamehameha, but make it Godzilla Atomic Breath Edition. He fires. The beam tears through the sky, the ground, and probably Lu's will to live. Just when it looks like she's about to collect her afterlife membership, Lu pulls off a slick defense. Her feathers deflect the mega laser like she just opened an umbrella in a meteor storm. The ray bounces everywhere, turning into nuclear pinball. Chaos erupts. Screams. Panic. Moms covering their kids' eyes like this was a spoiler for Grey's Anatomy. Then, through the explosions, a man in a suit floats down. It's the freaking mayor of an city. Floating through chaos. Drops shields made of glowing hexagons like it's Fortnite, but for real life. Finally, a politician who actually protects the people. We stan. Mayor Huang, now in full superhero mode, solemnly declares, "The strongest champion in an city's history is being born." The commentator loses his mind, screaming like he's calling the World Cup final. But it's not all hype. Lu's bleeding all over the floor, barely standing, wings shredded like sad cosplay, pride hanging by a thread. She admits he broke her Phantom Bird defense with a single blow. And now she enters her trauma flashback arc. Cue the dead family judging her from the afterlife like a ghostly fan club. Her mom pops into her head like a motivational drill sergeant yelling, "You don't just win this fight, you win all the fights. No breaks, no breathing, just perfection." Lu's exhausted. Looks at he like she's about to tap out and go cry under a desk. But tries to convince herself, losing to someone this strong, maybe it's okay? But deep down she knows, if she stays down, her ghost family's coming back with spiritual flip-flops. She's ready to give up. Glittery purple eyes, sad angel wings, just done. Then she does the most random thing ever. She yells, "I'm wide open, hit me here." Basically tells "Here's my self-destruct button. Push it." But he ain't your average shonen boy. He's competitive and slightly toxic. She lands a direct hit, and dude doesn't even blink. No flinch. No ouch. Might as well say, "Was that a punch or did you just fix my hoodie?" Lu's brain crashes. Asks why he didn't dodge. He answers like a gym coach possessed. "Where's your fighting spirit? You haven't looked me in the eye once. If you're gonna give up, at least do it with dignity." Then, boom, He ignites in blue fire like a super scion fueled by unpaid emotional wages. Screams that he'll win the title his way. No pity, no tears, no charity. How does he prove it? By dropping a meteor punch from the heavens, slamming her into the floor like he hit the reset button on her life. Are you gonna fight for real or what? He shouts it over and over like a broken vinyl. Lou, now with a bonus trauma DLC unlocked, starts crying. You're a jerk. No one's hit me like that since wrestling with my cousin. She curls up, clutching her head like it's a helmet that'll protect her from emotional earthquakes. Says she just wanted to surrender in peace. Why is this man so relentless? And just when we think she's gonna emotionally flatline, she snaps. Screams at him. You don't punch a lady in the face, you psycho. He, with the expression of someone who hasn't slept in 12 days, fires back. Then stop acting like background NPC and fight like the main character. That line hits hard. So hard, it activates her final form like a pay-to-win unlock. Massive wings, darker powers, eyes that say, "You're about to die, clown." And then, she drops the classic anime line. This is my true form. Prepare yourself.